And hello, my fellow nerds out there. This is Oracle Narration, and welcome back to Dark Nights. I'm gonna let you guys in on something. I woke up a wee bit sore today. Might have actually slept wrong, but other than that, I'm feeling pretty okay. Yeah, I may have also bit my tongue a little bit, but I think I'm alright. I'm fine. Whew. Anyways, last time we met up with the last of the what I guess would be called the roster. I don't know. They're like four other guys, I suppose. And one of them snuck into the house somehow. So, ooh, so, so we're gonna continuing where we left off. I stare at the ceiling while lying on the couch. I think about what Akuya and Ryoji said earlier. Someone not from this village. Just in these past few days, I've met four faces I've never seen before. Any of them could have moved here around the same time their disappearances started. It's possible that one of them is involved. Against my better judgment, I cannot help but want to investigate them further on my own. The excitement is overwhelming. Oh, we actually get a choice now. That took for freaking ever. Alright, I'm not sure if we get to actually explore all of them, so which of them seems the most suspicious? I actually don't know who to pick. Honestly, I'd probably go with the gentleman at the old house. I feel like because he's the first one that we met, and he was by an old abandoned house. So honestly, I don't know, fellas. Um, hmm. You know what? I think I'm thinking it could be the guy at the old house. Though he seemed a bit nice to me. I don't know. It could be a guy's. Let's go. Let's go ahead and go with it. Wait, why did he pop into my mind? Oh, we have to confirm it. Oh. He had a faint presence, but I try to remember his appearance. Hmm. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead. Yeah, we should question him again. I feel like it could lead us somewhere. The mysterious guy from the old house comes to mind. He was acting odd when I met him, especially when I asked about the mansion. Judging by his uniform, he probably goes to my school. The design looked like it might have been for the elite class. He may be a recent transfer too. Well, I probably shouldn't jump to any conclusions. I stare at the pile of textbooks on the coffee table, but I do not feel like studying right now. The holidays start next week. I'll just procrastinate until then. While I lie down on the couch, my mind wanders to the old mansion. I want to meet that person again. I look outside and see dark clouds gathering in the sky. It'll probably rain soon, so I put on my jacket and take an umbrella before walking to the mansion. Chapter 1 Visits. Oh, guys, I got a badger stuck in my throat. I find the man from before sitting in the same spot as last time, and approach him with a casual wave. Good evening. He turns around in surprise, just as jumpy as the first time we met. Ah, you were that girl from yesterday. You almost enjoyed scaring people. You must enjoy scaring people. You should pay more attention to your surroundings. Out for a walk again? Yeah, something like that. May I ask why you seem so interested in this place? It's the only mansion in the village. If I could, I would like to explore the inside. Sorry. I didn't mean to imply I'd break in or anything. Anyway, I forgot to ask last time, what's your name? How rude of me not to introduce myself. My name is Junoru Jesus, I can't pronounce. My name is Junoru Kenjiri. Please call me Junoru, or Ju if you prefer. Okay, I'll call you Ju. I'll call you Ju for now. Oh, I'm Miyoko. A slow smile spreads across Junoru's face as he watches me. I feel a little self-conscious, but I'm glad he's no longer gloomy. Suddenly I feel something drip in my nose. As I look up, I realize it's raining. I'm glad I thought to bring my umbrella. If you don't want to get soaked, you can share my umbrella. Thank you. I hold the umbrella upright, but nearly clipped the inside of Junoru's head before he ducks under it. He's so tall that I struggle to fit us both under its canopy. Oh! Noticing my struggle, he reaches out and holds the umbrella for me. Oh, he's so polite. I blink at the odd sensation of us both holding it at the same time. But his grip is firm and gentle. It seems natural to retract my hand and let him hold it. He's standing so close and we've only just met. Nice weather today, huh? You must have known it was going to rain, yet here you are. You must be one of those rare people who enjoy being out in the elements. I can't say I was just joking now, can I? The wind grows stronger, blowing raindrops against my leggings. Shall we take shelter? Inside the mansion? But there are chains on the door. Junoru's eyes gleam with a hint of mischief as he follows my gaze. There's no need to worry. I will take responsibility for everything. I'll take responsibility for what? Breaking into a locked mansion? Take his word, play along, doubt him. Honestly, I think I'd probably just take his word for this. I mean, if we're good. I mean, it's going into the mansion is better than staying out in the rain. Okay then. I should still be careful though. This guy's a stranger. Please follow me. Junoru guides me towards the garden. We do not get very far before he suddenly stops and turns to face a wall. He presses a single brick in, and a secret entrance slowly reveals itself. Oh, how did that... Oh, it's like a hidden passage straight from a book. Gennaro chuckles at my reaction. It is rather dark in there, so please stay close. Whoa. As we step into the main room, my eyes are immediately drawn to the vibrant paintings on the walls. This place feels less haunted now that we're inside. I take my slightly wet jacket off and keep it with me. This is the living room. Gennaro walks ahead of me, gesturing grandly at our surroundings. Once again, I feel like he is a host guiding me through his property. Do you mind if I take a closer look at all the art? By all means. I step closer to the paintings. They're filled with scenes of beautiful ladies and gentlemen dressed in elaborate gowns and suits from a time long past. I wonder why such expensive-looking artwork has been left hanging on the walls of an abandoned residence. I examine each illustration carefully until I stop at a portrait of a child. He looks cute and somehow familiar. It is warmer upstairs. Shall we? Oh, okay. Our footsteps echo across the spacious room as we walk upstairs. I cannot help but notice the decorative moldings on the walls, the abstract patterns so elaborate that they must seem to tell stories. I absentmindedly bump into Gennaro's back. Oh, sorry. Are you alright? I realize people often find this place unnerving. I'm fine. Everything has an old but pleasant charm to it. Pleasant? Go on ahead, don't mind me. I cannot think of a way to tell Gennaro my thoughts without coming off as weird. Despite being in an old, abandoned mansion, seeing more only makes me curious rather than scared. Where does this room lead to? I walk into an unusually big bathroom after Gennaro opens the door and catch a glimpse of my reflection in a broken mirror. Oh, that's actually kind of creepy. The sudden glimmer in the dimness startles me to losing my balance, but Gennaro catches me before I fall. Are you scared of your own reflection? I can only pout, puffing out my cheeks at his teasing before resuming my exploration. The bathtub in the corner looks large enough to fit at least 4 people in it. It's practically a jacuzzi. It's filled with steaming hot water, almost as if the tap has just been run. This mansion isn't as abandoned as it appears. We should leave. Oh? Suddenly, Gennaro grabs my wrist and leads me towards the stairs with no further explanation, leaving me back to stare back at the bathroom in confusion. Jew? That was careless of me. What's he talking about? We just got here, and now and now we're already leaving? You should be on your way. May I ask why? Everything seemed fine a while ago. Because Gennaro purses his lips and averts his gaze. I am sorry. There's nothing to apologize for. It has stopped raining. This is a good time for you to leave. What the heck is going on? Alright, maybe we can talk again another time. Have a good night. Gennaro smiles apologetically as I leave. Next day night. I looked at a pile of homework on my desk and let out a sigh. I have no choice but to go through it. I got a pencil and plopped down on the chair. Let's see, first question. In 1690, the noble Kenrigi family perished in a fire that burned down their mansion. What was the cause of this incident? How am I supposed to know this? I scold myself for not paying enough attention in class and move on to the next question. The Kenrigis were rich and rumored to have a valuable heirloom. Although many thieves targeted their treasure, none were successful. Unfortunately, both the corpses of the family and heirloom were lost in the fire. To this very day, it is still missing. What is the heirloom? Another difficult question. I should just answer the ones I know for now. After I finish up my homework, I stretch my arms. It is only 9:40 p.m. Too early to sleep. I have so many thoughts in my mind. Perhaps I should write them down. I open the door and dig out my journal. The last entry was 2 years ago. Ah, right, I went to the Moon Festival with Yakuya and Ryoji. Fun times. Nowadays, I barely write. Such a waste of this pretty journal. Lately, a lot of things have been happening in the village. Writing can clear my mind. Today is February 21st. No way! For those of you who don't know, February 21st is today. That's today. That is right now. No way the game knows what day it is. No freaking way. In the past weeks, strange things are happening in the village. People have gone missing. Recently, I met Jinoru at an abandoned villa and decided to investigate him. His family name is rather particular. I just found out that the Kenrigis died in a fire centuries ago. He has the same family name. Is it merely a coincidence? I've never really cared about history, so I know little about this village. I realized it could be useful in this research. I don't know how to link him to disappeared villagers, so although an abandoned mansion would be an ideal place to hide them, it's not like anyone will look for them there. I'm letting my imagination get the best of me. I need to learn more about Jinoru to determine if he's involved in these crimes. I must be cautious so that he doesn't suspect me of stalking him. For some reason, he never goes to school, even though he wears our uniform. Could he be one of those invisible elite class students? He often goes for walks at night. This gives me opportunities to meet him. These days I feel lonely and he always seems available. New connections are hard to make, but things have gone well so far. Another reason I choose him is because, I want to know him better. He acts suspicious. He looks handsome. Okay, I won't lie. He does look a little bit handsome, but he does seem a little suspicious. I mean, think about it. The nobles that lived in the mansion died in a fire. But this guy claims that his last name is the same as the nobles. At times he behaves strangely and avoided my questions. It's pretty clear he is hiding something. I wonder why he left in such a haste when we explored the mansion. It looks like he didn't want me to see something or someone. I could attempt to explore the mansion again now that I know the hidden entrance. He didn't say he owned the place, so I don't need his permission. although he seemed very familiar with the place. Perhaps he explored it often? I want to get to know him better. My first impression is that he may be reserved, but he's actually talkative. He always has a hint of sadness in his gaze. I wonder why. Even though we just met, he is worried about my safety. He claimed that there are demons within the village. It's hard to imagine that supernaturals are involved in the disappearances. It is difficult to investigate when I have to think about my own safety. I promised Leoji to help him out. He's been super busy over the past few days, so we can't explore together. Ikuya is out of the question because she dislikes scary things. I don't want to drag her into this either. These days I carry an umbrella to use as a weapon. No one will see it coming, and it will likely not be used against me. It's not the best choice of item, but I've been practicing swings and landing hits. In any case, I'll keep this logging for future events. Dude, she wrote down February 21st. It's February 21st right now, like IRL. Does this thing keep track of time? Oh, that'd be insane if it did. I put down the pen and closed my journal. I did not write much, but this is only the beginning. I know nothing about Jinoru, and it is useless to make assumptions. I should get some sleep for school tomorrow. I can't wait for the break. Only 4 more days. The loudness of my alarm brings me out of my slumber. Not now. I reach for the alarm and hit the off button. I'm too tired to get up. My thoughts return to the dream I just had. I was walking through the village to look for someone, but I do not remember who. General was doing something on the other side of the street, but it was too dark to see what. All I remember is that it was suspicious for him to be out at midnight. After that, I woke up. What time is it actually? The alarm rings 7:10 a.m. It's early. I should probably get up. I flipped through a magazine while I have breakfast. They published this exact same article last year. Can they come up with something new? Even the photographs are reused. I'm pretty sure those are from the summer issue. Another story about love at first sight. Wow, it sounds awfully similar to the one from the last volume. What a waste of time and money. I'm unsubscribing. No, please. People watching this video, please do not unsubscribe. Please subscribe. Help my channel grow. I beg of you. I take the last bite of my sandwich and look at the time. What the? Are you kidding me? Mary can still make it if I run. By some miracle, I arrive at the school on time. Morning. Good morning, Akuya. I saw you running across the schoolyard. You should go to sleep earlier, you night owl. I always go to bed early. That was not the reason I was late. I just got distracted. Anyway, did I miss anything? No, don't worry. We were only talking about the news. What happened? You're still behind the times, huh? I turn to see Leoji walking towards us. It's not just the forest anymore. There are rumors about demons being in the village, too. What? My guess is that there are demons within the village as well, so be careful. I just have a bad feeling about it. Please stay safe. I think General said something along those lines. Since when? I'm not sure. I only heard about it this morning. It was an it was an incident yesterday though. General was right after all. You remember the disappearances, right? 10 people have gone missing in the span of 2 weeks. The villagers think a demon is to blame, but the police think it's a kidnapper or a serial killer. The teacher just warned us about it. I hope the case is solved soon. I can't sleep peacefully like this. By 6:20 p.m., I have finished my homework and made dinner. The house has been quiet ever since my parents left for a business trip. Although I am used to being alone, I still miss having people to talk with. My thoughts flashed to Jinoru. We've spoken a lot since our initial meeting. He may be suspicious at times, but I do like him. With nothing left to do at home, I put on my jacket and head towards the Kenriji mansion. My journey ends after a few short minutes. I begin searching for Jinoru. Much to my disappointment, I cannot see him in the front yard. I wait for a bit longer, but he never shows up. I cannot help feel let down. Instead, I head to the park to burn some time. Just like in the day, the park is empty and quiet at night. As I walk the path, however, I notice I am not entirely alone. When a person dares to look at me, I realize it's Noru. It's a pleasure to meet you again, Miss Miyoko. When I hear the man's voice, I feel strangely happy. Jinoru, what brings you here today? Well, I was just taking a walk. Staying in all night gets boring. Ah, I see. We bump into each other so often lately. It's starting to be more of a surprise when you do not appear. It must be a coincidence. We both like going for walks in this tiny village like this, so Jinoru smiles wryly and chuckles. Hey, it's the truth. Of course. We walk through the park together and eventually stop to sit at a bench near the path. Now I think about it, Jinoru might have thought I was creepy if we met at the mansion again. Do you pass through this park often? Rarely. As it happens, I feel like taking a different route today. Jinoru leans forward to rest his elbows on his knees. He asks about my day, but there is nothing much I feel like sharing. He said, "I want to know more about him." I think where you live is a pretty good question, but it might come off as creepy. Do you have any siblings? Hmm. Hmm. I think maybe. I think asking about the demons is the safest bet right now. Have you heard anything about those demons in the village? I did read about them in the newspaper. Huh? The newspaper was delivered this morning, but you seem to know about them last night. Oh, my apologies. I meant to say this morning's article that was the latest I heard. Oh, really? I raised my eyebrow and glanced at him suspiciously. Generally does not try to keep the act up, instead letting out a soft sigh. You do not believe what I said about them before, yet here you are digging for more information on the demons regardless. A part of it is because of you. How so? You're not very good at pretending you don't know anything. Do you always see through people this easily? I wish I could, but I don't think I've ever met such a bad liar before. Nevertheless, even if I tell you what I know, you will not believe me. No, not straight away, at least. Just tell me. Let me decide whether or not I believe you. Well, I saw a demon in the alley that night. Are you sure? What did it look like? Its appearance was identical to that of a human. For that very reason, I must warn you not to trust anyone living in this village. You're not just trying to scare me, are you? No, I truly did see a demon. Well, if you're serious, that's insane. You should be careful if you saw it. If you saw it, it might have seen you too. If you can act like us, then it may come after you. You do not need to worry about me. General gives me a confident yet unconvincing smile. Now, in response, I slowly nod. By the way, where do you live? You seem oddly eager to know. You've got the wrong idea. It's not like I'm going to stalk. I was only teasing you. General snorts a small laugh, amused by my embarrassment, and soon we are both laughing together. The mirth lingers in his gaze, even as his expression returns to normal a moment later. I'm not sure if I should tell you. It might confuse you. Why would it? I can't think of any good reason for General to hide his address from me. Should be told I live at the old mansion. Speechless, I stare at him. Well, that explains why he's always hanging around there. I have nowhere else to go. I nod slowly, wondering how he ended up staying in such a rundown place. At first glance, General looks like he comes from a rich family, who would not have any business being here. You really cannot judge a book by its cover, although this does not change the way I view him. There's still many things I do not know about him. He must have a good reason living there. The uneasiness in his eyes deters me from questioning further. So I decide to leave it for another time. I live pretty close to you. If you head the opposite direction from the library and take a right later at the end of the fork, you'll reach my house. You're welcome to visit me anytime. We chat until General reminds me of the time. It's getting quite late. It would be unsafe to linger. We ought to head home for the night. Yeah, I'll be leaving. Then I hope to see you again. I wish I could walk you home, but there's something urgent I must attend to tonight. Don't worry, I'm fine on my own. Take care of yourself on your way home. General gives me a solid smile before wishing me good night. The streets are so quiet I cannot even hear the crickets chirping. My mind wanders off with the events of the past few days. I cannot believe I was ever suspicious of Jinoru. I guess I'm more judgmental than I thought. I don't even know what class he's in. Maybe I should ask Ryoji to check the student registry for me, just to be sure. Well, I can also ask him myself. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon. Alright, I think we're going to leave this episode here for now, guys. I know, kind of a weird way to leave off an episode, but I don't know. I woke up pretty early this morning, so I'm still a little wee bit tired. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video.
You say you wanna try, but you